crafty friends, Alicia from Love Letter Generation. Hope you're all doing well today. I'm on here with a project share. So these are just a few things that I have been creating over the last week or so. I have been creating other things, but unfortunately I cannot show them to you today. But I thought I would show you what I've done so far. So I ended up using this cute little, I believe it's a KS Craft die for a little box. So you can fit like a little beaded dangle in here, some beads, sequin mix, little block of chocolate, anything, you know, that basically you think you could fit into here for Happy Mail. I ended up using Rosie Studio pocket full of sunshine with this beautiful plaid paper, decorated it with this cute little bike piece laid on top of a flower, added a couple of little gems, very cute, and then I tied some pretty, it's like a wool sort of yarn type, nice and fluffy and pink on the top there. So all you have to do is untie that. The recipient just, yeah, opens it up and pulls whatever gift out of there inside. So this is an older die. I don't know if it's from maybe a couple of years ago or at least over a year ago. I have a feeling with that one. And as you know, I've got my big giant container full of my craft goodies that I pop in here while I'm making things. Oops, just moving the mat. So I actually made a couple of these cute little boxes, but I've only decorated the one. I've saved the other one for decorating another day. Okay, so here are my little crafty box of recent makes. I have these fringed heart embellishments, and when I made these I made sure to just use coloured cardstock and glitter cardstock. That way with these colours they can sort of match with any collection, so when you gift these the recipient can decorate them up and add them to any crafty project that might have this sort of like colour palette in it. And they're quite a decent, like they're quite a large size. And I can't quite remember whose design this die is. I can't remember if it's a ScrapDiva Designs or a KS Craft design, this one. I really cannot remember. So we've got that fringed heart. We then have this one, and I gave them dimension as well, so you'll be able to see. I ended up propping each layer up on foam, so it can be quite a dimensional fringed heart. Love the colours of this one. Just sorry about my manky nails, guys. I really need to get them done, but you know, I don't leave the house, so it's actually raining here today and I've got the fire on, and you can probably hear my robot vacuum in the background as well, moving around. Then we've got this one. Love this blue sort of like periwinkle colour. This one has like a nice shimmery, like pearlized white cardstock on the top there. It's hard to see, but yeah, it's like a nice shimmery pearl looking one. So I love this one. I'd have to say this one's probably my favorite out of the four. So there are my Fringed hearts that I've been making. I then made some cute little shaker butterflies. And again, I can't quite remember where some of these dies came from. I've had some of them like in my stash forever. I never keep like the original packaging either. I put them into like my own sort of Ziploc bags. But this is a shaker butterfly embellishment. And again, I used Rosie Studio Pocket Full of Sunshine for this. So this is one of the patterned papers out of the 12 by 12 kit. It's got like little blue, I think they're like little dragonflies or butterflies on the pattern. So I thought that was perfect for the butterfly shaker. And then decorated with some of these pretty pearls. And we just have a beautiful sequin mix inside to match the colours. So I made 2 of those. And I used pink foam. So these ones are a lot flatter than some of the other recent projects I've been making. So for example, when I made the shaker swans from ScrapDiva Designs, I used a really thick, I think it's like a 5mm foam, but I've run out of it, so I only have this thinner pink foam now to use for my shakers until I can get my hands on more. I had one of my crafty friends post a comment on my, I believe it was my Temu haul video that I did, asking whether or not like this beautiful scalloped piece here cuts out like the whole page, like a whole card, and yes it does. So there we go. So I made a card. This was using a new die that I recently hauled. I just thought it made really pretty little cards. The other pieces that come with this die separate, they just do like an embossing sort of detail. So I did a piece here just to show you guys. You probably can't see, probably better seeing on the white side, but basically the other pieces that come with a die set are like, they just emboss, but it's smaller. So yeah, it cuts out this whole like whole piece here, like card. And if you didn't want to turn it into a card, all you'd have to do is just snip down the middle if you didn't want it to be like a card. And then I decorated it with Pocket Full of Sunshine from Rosie Studio. And it's on that pretty shimmery pearlized cardstock, and I love the detail as well on it. Very pretty. So yeah, I made that cute little card. I then made a couple of envelopes as well using Pocket Full of Sunshine. So we have this one here in this beautiful blue floral pattern. These I made recently, and I think I may have shared them on my Instagram, where they've got the little butterfly enclosure. They're kind of like a little policy envelope, but with a butterfly at the top. Super cute for popping a letter in, or a sequin mix, or whatever you want really, whatever fits in there. And all you do to open it is you just close up the butterfly wings and it pops open, and then you've got your cute little like pouch there. And I just propped everything up on foam tape just to give it a bit of dimension, but I did it so it's not too dimensional because you don't want to have too much on it when it's like an envelope, because otherwise it'll pop up. So this is the second one I did with the cute girl holding the basket of flowers. And I do have a coupon code for Rosie Studio as well, that'll get you 10% off. And I'll leave that in the description box for you guys. And I'll also have a ScrapDiva Designs coupon code as well for some projects, which I'll show you in a sec. But yeah, everything will be linked down below. But how cute. Love the girl with her glasses and her plait. Next, I made a couple of cute little Polaroid frames and, well, Polaroid camera embellishments. And this was using a cutting die that my friend Lisa, leave it to Lisa, she gifted this to me in some Happy Mail, this die. Super cute. So what I ended up doing is I cut out the little Polaroid, cuts out this piece, the die, and then I got the new Bay of Valent Smiles for Miles collection. I cut apart the cutter parts off the 12 by 12, was it 12 by 12 or the 6 by 8 paper pad? I can't quite remember. But basically it has all these cutter parts. And I just glued the Polaroid to the cutter part. So you got the Polaroid part that can go like that. It's got like a little slit. And I wanted my Polaroid camera to be a bit thick, like sturdy. So I ended up using that pink foam, which I have a feeling it's like it's either a 2 or a 3 millimeter thickness. And then we've got, yeah, Smiles for Miles patterned paper on the top. And then I just added some other like colored cardstock and some gold glitter cardstock just to decorate. So they turned out really cute. So we've got that one. And I love how they sit as well, like sit on the, see how it just sits like that. I'll just move these off to the side. Just don't want to distract you guys too much. Then we've got this other one, so just a different pattern. It says together is our favorite place to be, and it's got a couple of deer. So cute, so adorable. Just slides in like that. So they turned out fun. And then I just have some ScrapDiva Designs dies that I used, and this was for like the I think it was like the gnome, it was a gnome add-on, or a gnome crafty add-on. So you don't need the gnome necessarily to use these dies and create cute embellishments because it's crafty related. So you could use all these pieces with, I think it was like last month's collection or the month before, where it was like all sewing and crafty sort of theme. So you've got your cute little, they're like the little plier type things that we use for our like cutting when we're doing our jewelry, things like that, cutting wire. And I propped them on foam to make them nice and sturdy. Used some pretty gold glitter. They've got to have pink handles if they're little craft tools. So, and then we've got the little glue guns. Now with these ones I used a Rosie Studio collection. Just trying to think now what the collection was called. You Make My Day was the collection I used for these embellishments. I used You Make My Day when I did my sewing projects for ScrapDiva Designs. I did the sewing machine gift box, and there was like a shabby chic memory decks and things like that. So I used that collection. So I thought these would go perfect with it being in the crafty theme. See out the little glue guns. I made them both the same. You've got a couple of little glue bottles, so cute. The glue bottle I ended up using the Basil Mylar Pearl acetate on the top there. So you can kind of see where it says glue, it's embossed in there, but you have to get it sort of in the right lighting. Oh, aren't they cute? So I did 2 of those little glue bottles. We then have our little crocodile. So I did a couple of each, like I tried to do them as like a set. So I did 2 of the crocodile, again using a pretty pink cardstock and gold glitter cardstock, decorating them with some pretty gems. So I have a couple of those. We have a couple of washi rolls, super adorable. Look at these little floral washi tapes. And I put everything on the pink foam for all of these, so they're all nice and sturdy embellishments. Just makes them fun to stick onto. If you want to stick it onto another project, you know, you can. So yeah, they're super cute. And I actually put a gold glitter cardstock behind the floral piece as well, so you can see the gold like polka dots on the washi tape there. Coming through. And then the last thing I have to share with you today are the cute little stamps for stamping. And I just added some of the cute little hearts that actually Lisa gifted to me. Leave it to Lisa, and also Anna, Creatively Blessed Anna. Both of them sent me these beautiful heart enamel stickers that they grabbed from Michael's when it was Valentine's Day. And they're all different colored hearts. I ended up using those on here for decoration. So thank you ladies for those cute little embellishments. So I believe that is it for now. That's all I can share with you for now anyway. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and it gave you some inspiration for your crafty ideas. And I will catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye.